Hello, every pony. Skull89 here once again with another fanfiction. Sorry, I'm starting to get like a cold or getting sick, something. So, yeah, I'm gonna mess up a lot today, aren't I? Like I was saying, another fanfiction reading. Today I'm going to be continuing My Little Big Bang Theory. Friendship has a logical explanation. I'm going to try to get at least 5 chapters. If not, I can make up the difference later. Anyway, so chapter 6. Why are you staring at my butt? I can't believe I have to be a species of Equus ferus for the rest of my time here. They're horses. They don't do anything but eat, sleep, and release fecal matter daily, Sheldon complained. He just finished setting up his bed, so he was looking for his spot. He sat on the far right of the couch. There's a draft. Hey, we don't do those things. That's gross. I think what Twilight's trying to say is that this dimension's horses are different from our dimensions. Sheldon then sat on a stool next to Twilight. Too uncomfortable. He then started moving. I see your point, Leonard, but if these equines didn't do these things, they may not be able to live. Nobody can go without eating or releasing waste from their bodies. Twilight was getting very annoyed. It's no pony! And yeah, I mean, we do those things, but that doesn't mean. Oh, yes, Sheldon proclaimed. Twilight looked at Sheldon with annoyance while Leonard raised a brow. This is my spot. Sheldon was sitting on a recliner chair. Not too low, not too high. Perfect angle for hearing the ones I want to hear, and a perfect temperature. Sheldon then leaned back into the chair with a smile on his face. Twilight looked at Leonard, hoping for an answer. Just leave him alone. He'll probably take a nap. Okay, so now that he's stopped annoying me, I can get back to my studies. Studies? Yes, I am Princess Celestia's personal student, Twilight said, this with a hint of pride in her voice. Hey, can I help? With your studies. To help you. To study. Stuff. Leonard choked. Twilight giggled. Sure, but I doubt you'll understand any of it. Hey, I'm an experimental physicist. I can handle it. Therefore, making a pony invisible, but only for a limited time. Then the spell wears off, and the two were upstairs reading the spell book in Twilight's room. It was a nice room, but Leonard didn't pay attention to the room. He was focused on the now somehow attractive mare sitting next to him. His gaze went from her mane to her back, all the way back to her. Leonard, why are you staring at my butt? Asked Twilight. What? No, I didn't do that. I would never do that, Leonard said, now frightened on finding out she found him checking her out. I can tell if you're lying. She moved in a little closer, looking a little aggressive. Oh, crap, Leonard thought. No, I was just looking at. He quickly spotted a scarf on the floor. That scarf! Oh, that scarf! You should pick that up. Twilight just gave him an unbelieving look. Nope, try again. She moved even closer, her horn glowing. Oh, crap! Leonard was sweating bullets now. That book! Nope, that pillow! She was very close. Try again, Leonard. Leonard was out of ideas. He closed his eyes and waited for the magical blast that would incinerate him. But instead what came was what he felt was a peck on his lips. Twilight was laughing. I may be an egghead, but I know when some pony is checking me out. She chuckled some more. Lucky for you, I think you're cute. Really? She nodded. Lucky me. Leonard was smiling in relief and disbelief. They lay there on the bed until Twilight broke the silence. Want to do some more studying? Leonard perked up immediately. Oh, hells yes. Sheldon woke up from his nap. It was a peaceful nap, unfortunately interrupted by very familiar noises. Oh, not again, Sheldon said in a whiny voice. He then went off to put cotton puffs to plug his ears. Oh, okay, I can only imagine what's going on. Okay. Chapter 7. Grab a napkin. This is right on the edge of clap. Just letting you know, so I don't think I went to. Oh, wait, this is Howard. And, oh, okay, I'm reading ahead, and it's definitely, they're walking. Okay. How far is it? Hal was panting, getting tired of flapping. His girlfriend, however, was going at a steady pace. "We're almost there, Howie," said Bernadette. "Just a couple more feet." Howard groaned. After a while, they finally made it to Rainbow's house. It looked very unique. A small cloud house. Howard and Bernadette landed on the cloud. Uh, 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 Okay, it doesn't say who's. Oh, yeah. Wait, we could walk on the clouds the whole time? "It sure seems that way," Bernadette responded. "Well, I'll be darned." Bernadette knocked on the door. No response. She knocked again. Still no response. She must be busy. Maybe we should. She was interrupted by a female voice behind them. Whew! Sorry I'm late. I was over at Twilight's to ask her something. It was weird. When the door opened, there was this tall, skinny stallion that gave me a beverage, even though I wasn't thirsty, and he made a big fuss for me sitting on Twy's new recliner. He kept saying that it was his spot. Weird, huh? Rainbow then stood in front of them. "So, you guys, my new roomies? Hi, I'm Howard, and this is my girlfriend, Bernadette." They all shook hooves as Rainbow moved towards the front door. "Hello, Howard and Bernadette. Name's Rainbow Dash, the fastest flyer in all of Equestria." She struggled to find the key. "Heh, just sorta clumsy with my keys, heh." "Oh, Howie, she's just so pretty. I can't wait to live with her." Howard, already deducing that this Rainbow Dash is mostly full of herself, simply grinned. "Yeah, me too." "Welcome to my castle," Rainbow said as she opened the door for the couple. The living room was a complete mess. Pillows, cups, blankets, and other items littered the floor. "My God, did you get robbed?" joked Howard. "Hey, I can clean," responded Rainbow. "Just not that much. I'm mostly too busy." "Oh, gotcha," Howard said, with a hint of sarcasm. "Howie, be nice to our roommate." "Oh, all right." Rainbow looked at the pair and rolled her eyes. Couples. Rainbow thought with disgust. Uh, so, where do we sleep? Rainbow started heading up the stairs. My room. I've set up 5-star living luxury." They managed to reach her room. When she opened the door, they found it surprisingly neat. They saw 2 sleeping bags on the side of her bed. "See, that's where you guys sleep." 5-star living luxury my. Hey! How about we play a game? Rainbow looked at them after Bernadette's interruption. Uh, she shrugged. "All right, but I've got to warn you, I'm unbeatable." Howard just gave a smug smirk. What?" Rainbow said with surprise in her voice. She just lost. Again. She didn't get it. She never lost at tic-tac-toe. "I want a rematch." Howard gave her a smug look. "You sure? 'Cause you just lost to me 45 times in a row." "Yes! Now come on!" She instantly began drawing another table. "Howie, I think that's enough," Bernadette whispered in his ear. "Not yet," Howard whispered back. "Ready?" "Ready," Rainbow said. She put a circle on the top right. That's the worst spot you can put anything. You always put it in the very middle. "Your move, slowpoke." Howard simply smiled and drew an X. O, X, O. "I win," Howard said after putting the third X. "What? But how? What?" Howard gave a prideful stance. "Grab a napkin, homie. You just got served." Oh, Howard, that was so stupid. You gotta stop trying to be street, Howard. You're just not very good at this. Anyway, chapter 8. Forgive me for staring. This sucks. Raj was finally able to talk now that were no women around him. Unfortunately, he was all alone. I'm going to live with someone I can't even talk to? So far, Raj was having a bad day. Other than Penny hugging him, being a pony was not that fun. It made him feel less of a man, like he was much of one anyway, other than the obvious fact that he wasn't a man anymore, but a stallion. He now saw the cottage where this Fluttershy lived. He proceeded to knock on the door. Slowly, the door cracked open. This is going to be funny because Raj and Fluttershy kind of have the exact same thing, which is selective mutinism. The Fluttershy can't really talk to anyone, and Raj can't talk to girls. So this is going to be very interesting to see. It's probably going to be just like nothing. No talking at all. Okay. He proceeded to knock on the door. Slowly, the door cracked open. He could see a yellow Pegasus with a pink mane, right before she squeaked and hid behind the door. Huh? Raj was confused at what just happened. Then the door slowly opened again, showing the same Pegasus. Oh, I'm sorry. You must be Raj, Fluttershy said in a timid, soft voice. It says VOCE, not voice. That says Bach. But, it's still voice. It's nothing big. It's just probably a typo. Okay. Raj, still unable to talk to women, nodded. Well, would you like to, come in? Fluttershy said the last word rather quickly, making it very hard to hear. As always... Oh, quiet. I think that's supposed to be quietly. No, wait, quickly, because if you wouldn't be able to... So it'd be, well, would you like to come in? And that's... Okay, so I get it now. Okay. As always, Fluttershy expected him to ask her to repeat what she said, like every pony else does. But what he did next surprised her. He actually nodded. He understood her. Fluttershy, with a confused look on her face, moved aside to let him in. He saw the couch in the living room, and he quickly took refuge on it. Fluttershy then nervously took a seat next to him. Well, more of a reasonable distance away. They just sat there, in silence, nobody moving their lips. Raj was getting more and more nervous, so he started tinkering with a small cup he saw on the coffee table. So, I heard you can't talk to other mares. Fluttershy still had that shy softness in her voice. For some strange reason, it made Raj feel warm. When he turned to nod, he saw her face. Her eyes were two light blue discs in her face, her pink mane flowing freely down, her wings tucked neatly to her sides. Raj quickly nodded and turned away. Whoa, she's beautiful, Raj thought to himself. Why did I have to have this condition? Raj felt very sad at remembering that he can't talk to her. Fluttershy noticed his face showing sadness. Raj? What's wrong? Her voice was intoxicating Raj. He just loved that high-pitched, soothing voice. It made him feel more comfortable and safe. Now this is making me feel uncomfortable because I'm the one doing the voice. Anyway. More importantly, less lonely. Raj's eyes widened after discovering he just spoke to a woman. Well, technically a mare, but who cares? I spoke to a female, Raj thought to himself in excitement. Yeah, but he talks to his sister all the time and his mom all the time, so technically he talks to women all the time, just women outside his family. Yeah, suddenly, he felt a hoof on his shoulder. Oh, well, I can be your friend. Her touch sent shivers down Raj's spine. He found himself compelled to her face after she said this. Fluttershy noticed he was staring at her, and she immediately started blushing. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Fluttershy was very nervous by now. Then, with a confidence he never knew he had, he spoke. forgive me for staring, but you're very beautiful." Oh my gosh, Raj actually spoke to a female-ish thing, even though it was Fluttershy. But who cares? "Here we are!" Pinkie opened the door to Sugar Cube Corner and waited. Oh yeah, sorry, this is Another Bestie? That's the name of this chapter. So, sorry. "Here we are!" Pinkie opened the door to Sugar Cube Corner and waited for Penny and Amy to enter. It was evening and the bakery was closed. Nobody was present except for the cakes and their babies. Oh, I like those babies. They're so cute. Anyway, Pinkie, Amy, and Penny entered the bakery. "Oh, hello, Pinkie," said Mrs. Cake. She was holding pound cake in her crib, while Mr. Cake was with pumpkin cake. Who are these two?" asked Mr. Cake. "Oh, these are my two new best friends, Penny and Amy. They're staying with me for a while." The Cakes had a look of worry on their faces. "Pinkie, are you sure there's enough room for all three of you?" asked Mr. Cake. Sorry, I can't do a very good Mr. Cake voice, by the way. "Oh yeah, I've prepared all the necessary items for a slumber party." Mrs. Cake just laughed. "All right then, you kids have fun then. No staying up too late though." "Okie dokie dokie," Pinkie chirped. All three of them left the scene to go to Pinkie's room. Penny overjoyed at these turns of events, while Amy was trying to comprehend what Pinkie just said. "Pinkie?" "Yes, Amy?" Pinkie responded. "Did you just call me your best friend?" "I sure did," Pinkie grinned. Another bestie, Amy thought. They then reached the door to Pinkie's room. There was 3 beds inside the room, made and ready for use. "Here we are! Oh, we are going to have the best slumber party ever!" Pinkie began bouncing up and down again. Amy had a huge smile on her face. "What are you smiling about?" asked Penny, glad to see her finally happy. "I have a new bestie," Amy grinned. Penny smiled. "That's great, Amy." Plus, yeah, another Oh, wait, that's not Pinkie. "Plus, yeah, another slumber party," Amy exclaimed. Then she proceeded on jumping with Pinkie. Penny then drained, remembering the last time she had a slumber party with Amy. "Thank God for no service," Penny said, joining the... For no service. I don't get it. I think that means room service. Penny said, joining the girls in their display of joy. Yeah, because in one episode they have a slumber party, and looking on Wikipedia, Amy found some interesting tips on having a slumber party. It's a hilarious episode. Anyway, Leonard and Twilight. Oh yeah, by the way, chapter 10. I guess this will be the last chapter that I'm going to read today. Anyway, chapter 10. That doll? Leonard and Twilight were really in the zone. Their kisses have gotten... Oh boy. Leonard and Twilight were really in the zone. Their kisses have gotten more deeper and passionate. By now, Leonard was swirling his tongue with Twilight. Ugh! Sorry, I just... Ugh. She was doing the same. Finally, they broke the kiss and just lay on the bed, panting. Twilight laid her front hooves on his chest as they took a breather. Oh, did Leonard not realize the ponies and that he's technically... Ugh. Finally, Twilight spoke. Was that... coitus? Leonard interrupted. Yes, it was. Twilight was breathing normally now. They both had calmed down. That was amazing, Twilight exclaimed. She wrapped Leonard into a hug and kissed him on the lips. She then started nuzzling him. And yes, I know what coitus is. Ugh, just thinking about it. I hate Clop so much. You can sleep here for tonight, please, Twilight pleaded with a set of eyes that can melt even the iciest of hearts. Oh, all right, Leonard agreed. Twilight then started jumping on the bed. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Leonard just smiled and rolled his eyes. Do you want to know what my favorite number is? Sheldon asked his roommate, Spike, as they were attempting to go to sleep. No, Spike said with an annoyed tone. 73. Sheldon paused. Raj's favorite is actually 69. Ooh, okay, I'm kidding. Okay, want to know why? I'm fine, Spike said. He had been talking to him non-stop since he stepped foot in his room. Why do I have to bunk with him? Spike thought in displeasure. I'll tell you anyway, said Sheldon, ignoring his response to his question. Spike groaned. This is my favorite part. Because if you switch the digits 73, it's 21st. The 21st prime number becomes 37. The 12th prime number, also 21, has factor of 7 and 3. Sheldon smiled at his explanation. That's nice to know. Now go to sleep, Spike complained. Oh, and 73 is binary for planedurnome. Planedrinome? I can't pronounce that, sorry. Sheldon said. I almost forgot that. Go to sleep, Spike said. 100101. Go to sleep! I can't! Spike turned to face Sheldon from his sleeping bag. Why not? That doll. I think it's staring at me. Sheldon pointed to the Smarty Pants doll in the corner of the room. Huh? How'd that get there? Spike thought to himself, just ignoring it. It's... Oh no, I know what Sheldon's planning because Sheldon's a jerk sometimes. Just ignore it. It's just a doll, Spike told Sheldon. I can't ignore it. It's scaring me. Then just don't think about it. Think of your favorite number. All right. There was a long pause. Oh dear. What now? Now I'm thinking of 73 dolls. Spike groaned. This is going to be a long night. Oh boy, I really want to read on, and it's only been 21 minutes, so one more chapter just for the lulz, because that was awesome. So many jokes from the show that are just so funny. Okay, chapter 11. Strangely attractive. But I'm a boss at Rat Trap. Rainbow couldn't believe it. Howard had won the game in record time, capturing Rainbow's rat. Bernadette was out of the game a long time ago. I built things to go into outer space. This is all child's play to me, Howard smirked as he thought to himself. That's it! I quit! You're obviously cheating! Rainbow stood up quickly and stomped to her bed. Bernadette was already asleep. Oh, come on, Dash. Don't be such a sore loser. Howard walked to her bed. I'm not! I just refuse to play against a cheater! Rainbow turned away after yelling at him. Howard simply sighed and smirked. Fine. That's okay with me. I'm getting late. It's getting late anyway. He began walking toward his sleeping bag when he heard some sniffing behind him. Sniffing? Howard's smile faded away as he stopped to listen. He could now hear some soft sobbing. Okay, this is new, Howard was thinking to himself. Usually it's me crying after talking to a girl. And getting humiliated so badly by their rejection. But this? Howard could hear the sobbing get generally louder. This is different. Way to go, Howard. You hurt her feelings. And she's just playing a pity party. Howard had a look of regret on his face. He then turned around to walk to Rainbow Dash. You're an engineer, Howard, and you've somehow managed to get a girlfriend. You can... Oh, that's him, not right. I thought it was Rainbow. You're an engineer, Howard. You've somehow managed to get a girlfriend. You can do this. You can fix this. He finished thinking to himself and reached her bed. Hey, go away! Rainbow had an extremely angry tone in her voice. You know I can't. Yes, you can. You can go to some pony else's house instead of mine. Rainbow was agitated, but for some reason, hearing his voice calmed her down a little bit. Listen, I didn't mean to make you mad. You shouldn't have cheated then. I didn't cheat. Howard then looked down at the floor and went back to Rainbow Dash. Listen, mind if I... He motioned to sit on her bed. Rainbow turned around slightly to acknowledge his offer. Sure, whatever. All right. Howard sat on her bed, a short distance from Rainbow. Look, you don't have to be upset about losing to another pony. Why not? That's what I am, right? Rainbow's voice choked as he turned to Howard. I'm a loser! Howard simply smiled and looked at Rainbow. Rainbow, I'll let you on a little secret. Rainbow perked slightly. Oh wait, I lost my place. Oh, wait. Rainbow perked slightly as he wiped the tears from her eyes. What? She asked. I myself am actually... Howard sighed. A loser. Rainbow was in a state of shock. What? But you won all those games! I don't mean loser of games. I meant I'm a loser at life. Rainbow's interest was raised. I was always the one getting picked on, shoved into lockers and given swirlies to daily. There was a short moment of silence. In case you're wondering, swirlies, not that fun, he said with a smile. Rainbow giggled at his joke. For some reason, she thought, I find him to be strangely attractive. Rainbow blushed at this thought as Howard went on. Every time I tried to get a girl, I always failed. But do you think I gave up? Rainbow shook her head. No, I didn't give up. I kept getting back up and trying again. And it paid off, he said, pointing to Bernadette. Rainbow smiled a bit at Howard. Howard smiled back. What I'm trying to say is, don't give up, Dash. Even if I did beat you 52 times. He put his hoof on her shoulder. Who knows, maybe you'll beat me on the 61st try. Rainbow laughed a little with Howard. Hey, hey, maybe you can have a rematch tomorrow. If you'd like to do this. Do it. Oh, if you'd like to, that is. I was reading the wrong line. Okay. Sorry, Rainbow said. I have to do the weather tomorrow. Come on, Howard said with a playful tone. You don't wake up early for that. You don't wake up early for the job. Rainbow giggled and thinks. All right, one game, she said. Atta girl, Howard smiled brightly. Be sure to bring your A game, Howard. I'm going to own your flank, challenged Rainbow. We'll see that, Rainbow. We'll see. Howard smiled, then patted her back. Good night, Rainbow. Good night, Howard. Sorry if I think my rainbow has gotten really bad throughout this chapter. It was weird. Okay. Howard then headed toward his sleeping bag to tuck in for the night. Rainbow yawned, then dropped her head to her pillow, with a smile and excitement for tomorrow. And yes, I will record the next chapter. That was all I'm going to read right now. I'll read the next chapter later. But until then, I will see... Oh, no, wait. Check out my other videos. And until next time, Baronion! No, wait. That was terrible. Until next time, Baronion!